welcome to tnSportsChat presented by Lehigh Valley Health Network. I'm Matsinko. This is Emmett, McCall. We're back,
Still
going, and it's down to one,
Right.
down to the Northwestern baseball team as far as local spring sports coverage goes. But Northwestern picked up a big win on Monday against Monsignor Bonner.
Down at George
Bonner
Washington
yeah,
High School in
so
Philadelphia. You were there?
I was, yeah, and they got a quick start. Trevor Schreiner, Tyler Wiik, back-to-back home runs in the first inning, got a quick lead, and really never looked back.
No, and after an 8-day layoff like they had coming off the district championship game, I saw some of the players were a little concerned. You never know after that long of a layoff how the bats are going to, how quickly your bats will pick up again. But Northwestern wasted no time, hit 4 home runs in the game. Got 3 different pitchers combined for the shutout. Real nice first round PIAA state playoff win.
Yeah, Tyler Wiik had 2 solo home runs. Trevor Schreiner had a solo home run in the first inning, obviously, and Rafe Parrish had a 3-run blast. So 6 of their 8 runs were from home runs, which is certainly something that's nice to have, and not obviously something that you have in every game.
Right.
You don't always get the long ball going like that. But I had a chance to catch up with Trevor and Tyler afterward and get their thoughts on the game.
I think it's a really big confidence booster for all of us to stroke the ball as well as we did today. 4 home runs or something like that. We put a beating on the ball, put it over the fence, and we jumped out really early. That's what we wanted to do. That was the mentality we had. I think right when we got here, actually, because we had some really good mentality right off the bus. We weren't here to play around. We were focused. We took some good swings in the cage before the game, and it transitioned onto the field, and we jumped on them early.
Did you worry at all about kind of having a long layoff coming out today?
I personally did worry about it, but I feel we got into the flow right away, in the ball, stroked it well. I feel this game, obviously, this is our first state win in a while. It's good momentum. I mean, I say keep it up. It's good momentum for the district championship. Just keep it on going, play within ourselves.
That was Trevor Schreiner and Tyler Wiik talking about their win on Monday. Again, a nice pitching performance. Drew White started that game, went to Mason Bogwell, then went to Vince Castrine, which, again, those guys, and they worked out of some jams too, where at the end in the 7th, Bonner had bases loaded. There were times in the first 3 innings where they left guys on 2nd and 3rd, and they got big plays, strikeouts, defensive plays. Parrish and Schreiner had big defensive plays, so they really did a little bit of everything in that game.
Yeah, Northwestern's a little bit different than a lot of teams you see advancing into the state playoffs at this time of year. A lot of teams have that one dominant Division I type pitcher.
Which Bonner did. The kid who came in at the end, Scanlon, I guess he had surgery, prior to the season, has only pitched in about 3 games, and he's going to Iona, but he's not been this year their ace that he has been in the past couple of years. Yeah.
And they still had a really nice season. But Northwestern has 3 really good pitchers. I don't know if they even have one that they qualify as their ace. They all kind of,
I think you're right.
In the last few weeks, they've all been kind of splitting 2-3 different pitchers a game, and it's worked out really well for them.
Yeah, and it's a formula that got them a district championship and got them a first-round state playoff win, and now they move on to Thursday, where they will play District 3 third-place team West Perry, which beat Lower Moreland 8-2 on Monday to advance. So it's another opportunity where, again, I know you don't play these games on paper, but It's a game that it looks like it's a very winnable game, which I know we talked even on Monday when you're looking at, Bonner Pendergrass, that they were the District 12 champion, but again, Philadelphia Catholic League, playing some 6A schools.
Football, basketball is a little more what they're known for.
Sure.
Than baseball.
But it's hard to get a read on those teams.
Right.
And again, Northwestern had a great game on Monday. Things really fell into place for them. And the other thing too, we talked about that layoff. I mean, these kids have graduated too.
Yeah,
I mean, they've graduated. They've had.
So they're not going to classes
No.
seniors at least, and I would assume school might even be.
I think
finished
so. They're just kind of enjoying this ride, which I know their head coach Duran Perino kind of mentioned that he'd love to be in this position where they could just kind of take it all in and just
Yeah.
sort of really enjoy this. But certainly no lack of focus, and they were ready to go on Monday. So now another chance Thursday.
Pine Grove, 3 o'clock. Playing at Pine Grove at 3 o'clock. Stump Stadium, a really nice facility up there. Schuylkill League teams play up there a lot, and Northwestern will be up there Thursday. And good luck to the Taggers.
Yeah. So we'll have hopefully more next week, and we'll
we'll
know.
just ride them as far as
Yeah,
the Taggers go.
which is definitely fine by me. But again, good luck tomorrow night. And we do have other things though that are well underway outside the scholastic arena for our baseball teams.
Since most high school teams, all high school teams are pretty much done now. All the Legion leagues have started up, the Connie Mack leagues, things like that. So next couple of weeks we'll have some results from those teams.
And thinking about Lehigh Valley Legion ball, we have the Carbon Monarchs, which is a team comprised of area players. They're already 2-1 this season. So, and again, we have a lot of kids that are big contributors that are again, from our Panther Valleys and our Lehighans and our Jim Thorpes and schools from throughout the area.
Yeah, it's a nice balance. They have the roster we have at least has 6 Panther Valley kids, 6 Jim Thorpe high school players, 5 from Lehighton, and Daniel Kier, who graduated from Marion. He's playing Division II college baseball now down in West Virginia, but he's still young enough to be part of that team too. So we represented from 4 area high schools, and they've got some good pitching. Justin Marquas of Jim Thorpe pitched for them last night and pitched a shutout. So the team, like you said, 2-1 start. We'll have stuff from them throughout the year in the Times News and also on our Sports Chat show.
Yeah, and obviously we're kind of used to having some stuff with Keystone Babe Ruth. We're used to having some stuff with Schuylkill Berks Legion that we've had the last couple of years, but this season it's going to be a little different.
Yeah, we found out just in the last couple of weeks that the Tamaqua Blue Sox are not going to have a team in the Schuylkill Berks Legion League this year. And also got an email just this week from Dan Rosino, who serves as the umpire, assigner, president, media relations person.
Everything, do all.
Dan does it all, right? For the Keystone Babe Ruth League, he sent us an email earlier this week saying that the league is going to suspend operations this year,
which is a bummer.
Yeah, I mean,
for both,
down to 3
really
teams.
For both.
They're hoping to start it back up again in 2019, according to Dan. But it's a league that has been in existence for 21 years. At its peak, about a decade ago, had as many as 17 teams, 2 divisions. But in the last few years, the teams have just been dropping. 2016, they were down to 9 teams. Last year, they only had 5 teams. And according to Dan, both Panther Valley and Franklin weren't going to be able to put teams in this year because of lack of players. So they were left with Talamensing, East Stroudsburg, and Pocono Mountain as the only 3 teams. So that's what happened.
Yeah, and that's been, I know, just from again thinking about the past couple of years, they've been so prominent in our summers and just for our coverage throughout the summer. In addition to certain little league tournaments that we would cover, we always had the Legion stuff, but then we had the Babe Ruths and the Schuylkill Berks stuff. So
and the senior Babe Ruth is the same age group as Legion. It's the 16 to 19 age group, and for all those years, that Franklin and Lehighton and Panther Valley, they had teams in the Keystone and also a Legion League, but this year they just didn't have enough players.
And we also have some Connie Mack baseball, Jim Thorpe, and we've had Northern Valley in the past, which is Northwestern and Northern Lehigh, kind of comprised of that area.
That's the Lehigh Valley Connie Mack League, and Jim Thorpe's off to a pretty good start in that league. We've got some results from them. We'll be following them up a little bit this summer and following their results.
And for sure, too, regardless of whatever league it is, if you're playing home, away, win, loss, please send in your results.
Email them tnsports@tnonline.com.
And that way we can get that stuff in the paper, whether we're covering it or not. But this way, and like you said, this way we can follow along and keep up to date with with what's happening. So so please do throughout the summer when you are playing, send in those results. So anything else for you?
No, I think we're kind of looking forward to our summer. We're going to change things up a little bit in the summer, maybe get some lists, some rankings, some polls, try to get some input from our viewers, because there isn't going to be a lot of high school news to report on. So so we're gonna change it up, but we think it'll be pretty interesting this summer. So stick with us.
Yeah, and thinking about some year-end stuff, we also will have soon our Players of the Year for the spring sports season.
Less than 2 weeks away, they'll start appearing in the Times News. We'll have 5 Players of the Year for the spring sports. We'll have a baseball, a softball, a boys track, a girls track, and a boys tennis winners to announce pretty soon.
So that'll be fun, and that'll officially kind of tie everything up from this past school year and the spring sports season. But that's still to come. For now, we still have Northwestern going in the state baseball playoffs. Play again Thursday. If they win Thursday, they will play again next Monday.
Yep.
So
and two wins away from playing for a state championship.
Which
Thursday, Monday, and the state championship game would be the following Thursday.
So it's all going to come kind of fast here. So so that'll be hopefully over the next. We'll have all of that over the next couple of weeks and next couple of days. We'll find out more about Northwestern. Again, good luck to them. But that's it for this week. For Emmett McCall, I'm Patrick Matsinko. Thank you again for tuning in to TN Sports Chat presented by Lehigh Valley Health Network.